Okay, so I know Februaries are so much harder closing the month because it's so hard, like since auto calls aren't done processing and we're not real sure where we are, but we don't want to wait till tomorrow either because you're running out of time. So I wanted to make sure we started working on the month end stuff now before tomorrow. So one of our big focuses this month, and I'm going to do today's meeting a little different than I normally do. I normally will talk for about 10 minutes and then we'll all do work. But I wanted to do this more like a traditional power hour where we just break it down into individual tasks. So I'll give us a task, we'll break for about 5 minutes, and then we'll do that task. So our big focus this month, of course, is we have had the code SAM 2020 now since 4th of July 2020. So I didn't realize that Sam means Uncle Sam. So that's what the code was meant for, was Uncle Sam 2020. So it was meant to be a month-long code, and then they forgot to cancel it, and then we ran with it, and then they didn't know how to take it away after we had it for so long. And so we have been able to give 10% off now for almost 3 years. And so it is actually ending this month. And so because it's the last month, they're kicking it off with the free bag of collagen to go with it. And now moving forward, they'll be able to do different monthly promos. It's been kind of hard for them to do other monthly promos because we always had SAM 2020. So we'll see other things come up in the next months, but they will end at the end of the month. And so it's sad. It's sad with it that we're using this code, but we want to make sure we have a grand farewell to the code because we've had it for so long. Do not make sure people understand it truly does end tomorrow. So no more 10% off. Our big focus this month is making sure we're following up with people and making sure all of our prospects know this is the end. So the first task that I wanted us to do this morning is I'm just going to take, of course, you might want to go back through and repeat all of these tasks again after this power hour, because of course, typically we're going to spend more than 5 or 10 minutes on following up. But right now we're going to follow up together for 5 or 10, for about, it's 10:35 right now. So we're going to go till 10:40, and I want us to like ready, set, go. Let's try to message at least 3 people that we've already had conversations with in the past about joining and about Plexus, and let them know this is it. This is the final hoorah of SAM 2020. You get 10% off and a free bag of collagen. It's the collagen sticks. So super handy to take with you. It's a great freebie. So that's what we're going to do first. So let's go message our people. And if anybody needs like script ideas, I'm going to see if I can find some and throw them in the chat. Okay, guys, moving right along. Y'all can keep working on what you're working on as we're going through our checklist. So feel free to keep, if you're in the middle of something, keep doing it or make note to come back to it. I did post some scripts there in the chat. If you didn't see that, just comes short and sweet, drop ins. The next thing I wanted us to talk about is the Add 3 Lululemon promo. So one of the things that's important is that we're making sure that we're not just ourselves trying to reach our goals, but that we're also trying to help our team reach their goals. So I want you to take a few minutes right now and just look through your back office, see if you have anybody that's close to hitting the Lululemon gift card, even if they've added one person, and make sure you reach out to them. Talk to them about, you just need 2 more, you just need 1 more, and remind them about the SAM 2020 code. I think that's going to be the forefront of all of our conversations, is reminding people about the code and that it ends tomorrow. So I ran a pivot chart real quick on my team to see where everybody's at. I know it's easier for me to see data than it is for some of y'all. So I know for y'all that are on the Zoom, like Debbie, I know Barb and Heather are both 1 away. And you see, you're already on that, already know that. Some of these people, I don't recognize the teams that they're on. JJ, I know Carmen needs 1 more. I mean, 2 more. Sorry, she needs 2 more. Carrie needs 2 more. You're almost there. I'm looking at some of these other names. Amanda Kelly needs 2 more. I know you know that. Looking through the team. So right now, we're going to spend a few minutes and just reach out, have conversations with people on your team. Maybe they haven't even added any, but they love Lululemon and you know that. So make sure they know that if they add 3 this month, they get that gift card. If you're close to that and you're going for it, keep sending those conversations to your prospects right now. And that way you can hopefully get your 3. So if you don't have anyone on your team, make sure you're doing that for yourself. So we're going to do that until 10:45. Like I said, we're going to hop through this real quick. And then after our 30 minutes is up, you can circle back and do it again.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Heather, I think is only 1 away because she had 1 person that signed up as VIP, but they didn't get ProBio 5.
Oh, okay.
The other question I have is, I'm still working towards that last Lululemon, and is it bad if I get another person and I sign them up under my one who just needs 1 to go silver?
Let's have a side chat about that.
Okay.
Nikki, what about previous customers who've gone inactive? Maybe I could reach out. Is there a certain period where they don't do anything, and if they do, it's like a new purchase or new?
Yeah. Yes, definitely. So with those, if they haven't ordered in 6 months and they haven't joined within a year, then they qualify. So even if their yearly is active, if it's at least been over a year since their join date, they haven't ordered in 6 months, then we can get them cleared.
So for instance, over your join date, what is that? That like if they joined last February
Yeah, so as
or
long as it was before February 27th. So if they join February 1st, then we're good,
got it.
you know?
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank
yeah.
you.
And Tammy, we're doing reach outs to people, letting them know about the SAM 2020 code expires this month. And then also if you have anyone on your team that's close to getting the Lululemon card, reaching out to them to let them remind them, you know, go get your last person. And we'll do that for a few more minutes. And I think next on the list, I did forget to add that what Jen was talking about. I think that's a great thing to add to our end of month list of to-dos is to check in and see um, who on your team has not ordered in the past 6 months and it's been over a year, especially level ones that you think might be interested in coming back, especially if they get a discount. So make a list of those people. And then if you're unsure if they can be cleared out or not, feel free to send me a message, ask me if we can clear them out, and I'm happy to help you with that. But I think that's another great pull to pull from on people. I'm always amazed at how people always come back to Plexus. I'm always having people who haven't ordered in a year decide to come back and try it again because they loved the products the first time and just they had to stop for some reason other than that. And so those are great pool of prospects to pull from. So let's make a list of a few people of those right now. Go through your back office, look through your level ones that haven't ordered, and you can click on the plus sign next to their name, click on view details, and click on order history. And that's how you can see when the last time was that they placed an order. Now make sure that that order is an actual product order. If you see an order for $39.95, that's their renewal. So that doesn't count as their order. So let's do that just for a few minutes. And of course, if you're working on the follow-ups, if you're working on the other things, go ahead and keep doing those things. I know we're kind of zooming through each list here. But again, keep working on what you're working on as we go along to the next task. The next thing I want us to be sure that we do is look through our declines for the month. Start with your level ones, go to your points and rank up report, and there's the little tabs at the top. You have the all levels and the level 1 tab. So go to your level 1 tab and then click on order status. And that will, if you click it once, it'll be blank. If you click it twice, it'll bring the ones to the top that have orders. You should see information there, and then scroll down and look for ones that say declined. Like I can see accepted, fulfilling, and then there's a decline. So look for those declines and then look at the person whose order declined. If you don't do this monthly, you're probably not familiar for which ones normally decline. On those people, click the plus sign, go look at their order history and see if this is an order that declined last month too, and the month before that too. If not, if it processed last month and then suddenly declined this month, they probably are waiting on that order. So make sure you reach out to them and just say, hey, just a heads up, you probably changed your credit card. More than likely their credit card declined, or it got stolen or something like that. So reach out and make sure that they know that their subscription declined. Some of those might be yearly, so kind of click on the order, make sure that it's actually a subscription order and not just their yearly. But we want to find out like why it declined. They have a subscription still in place. They probably still want it. Like I have one right here that actually has something in, they actually have a Plexus Perks in their order, because I can see they have a product in it that's 0 and it declined. So I 100% need to message that person, because not only did their subscription decline, they added a product to it. So I know they wanted that order. So that's the next thing we're going to be working on right now as we get to it. And I also wanted y'all to know, I do send out text campaigns to all of these declines, and just letting them know. But the thing is, about 50% of people get those texts. A lot of them will go to their text spam folders, because a lot of phones now have spam on text. And so a lot of people aren't seeing that. But it's always good too to have a second follow-up from another person. I like to send voice messages on the declines. That's what I just did on the one I just had. I just think it feels more personal sometimes to like for them to hear your voice and know that you're not like accusing them of not having enough money in their account. It can feel sensitive sometimes on the declines. So I think the voice is more personal touch. The next thing we're going to be doing is go into your points and rank up report and then sort by team points. We're going to look to see if you have anybody that might be close to hitting silver or senior silver or any other rank. And an easy way to spot those, sort by team points, then look for people, and you can scroll down because it should sort highest to lowest. If it doesn't, you can click it twice and then it will. And then scroll down and look for people who have like 10, 12 points, ones that are close to being silver. You know that they probably just need one or two more. And then look at their achieved rank. So if someone has 12 points and their achieved rank is ambassador, we know that they need one more person probably. Of course, you're going to want to double check and make sure some of those points aren't coming from 2 points and 4 points. But if they have 2 active level 1s, then they only need one more to go silver. So reach out to them and let them know, like, maybe even their husband wants to order so they can go ahead and get that, or they have a friend or a mom. So those are easy ones to hopefully help go ahead and rank up. And if you've already added 3 and that person's a level 1, that'll get you your second Lululemon gift card. So that's always fun. But you can do that for every rank. Go look at like 35, 40 points, see if anyone has silver as their achieved rank and they're almost senior silver. Go look at 80 to 90 points, see if anyone has senior silver as their achieved rank, because we know that they could rank up to gold. So this is something I check every month to make sure that I don't miss somebody that's close to ranking up. Okay, the next thing I want us to do is sort by PV. This is a quick one. Sort by PV and just see if you have anybody that's real close to 500 PV. Let them know if they're at 475 PV, they're going to make $56. Where if they're at 500 PV, they're going to make 100 because they bump up from that 15 to 25%. So it's worth it to go in, snag one more product. They basically are going to get it for free because they're going to get that money back. So that's a good way to help get overall sales up, which when sales are up, our pay points up. So it might not necessarily feel like it changes your personal business. It helps the overall company if we're doing this every single month. So, and it helps your people. Like that's how we can build trust as a leader to let our team know that we're looking out for their best interest, even when it doesn't do us any good. So even when it's not benefiting me, I'm still looking out for your best interest. So that helps build that trust with your team. So go ahead and look for those people and just let them know. So this 30 minutes went real fast. I don't know if it felt real fast to y'all, but it felt real fast to me. So the last thing I want to make sure we all do today is make a post about SAM 2020 ending. I posted in the chat the whole list of things that we're doing, because once we hop off here, I'm going to go back through and make sure this is what I'm working on all day long. So if you have longer than 30 minutes to work today, go back through the list again. So of course, this is something that's dependent on how much work that you plan on doing today. But these are some of the top things that we should all be focusing on. But I want to make sure we all get a post out there today. So if anyone has a genius post that's working great for them, let us know. It's so funny how that looking for 3 friends still seems to work so well. It's like, I don't know why. But I think I'll probably do something along those lines and just make sure people know looking for, 3 friends, and today is, or tomorrow is the last day. So those are our things for today. So thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to stop the recording.